quiet, Gary. It's starting. Da 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 go! Da 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 da. I'm ready.
Hello one and all, welcome back to yet another movie review, and this time I shall be reviewing the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water, which came out in 2025. I think this is the second SpongeBob movie starring the same cast who voiced all the SpongeBob characters, yada yada. And just like with the first SpongeBob movie, this is going to contain some spoilers, maybe not a lot of spoilers, but I'll do whatever anyway. So if you haven't seen this movie, give it a watch first, or if you don't care, welcome anyways. So SpongeBob SquarePants crosses an shore and embarks on an adventure to recover Krabby Patty's secret formula, which is stolen by Burger Beard, a pirate. Burger Beard, a pirate. Yeah, that's a strange name. So, Sponge Out of Water. I actually have some fond memories with this one. I mean, I've only seen the first two SpongeBob movies. I remember the first one, as I said in my review of the first SpongeBob movie, that I actually seen this at school quite a bit. And I remember, with Sponge Out of Water, I actually saw this with school back whenever it came out in cinemas, and we all had a good time. I mean, it was really, truly for the SpongeBob fans anyway, and I just everyone, whenever we were seeing it, was just laughing out loud. And so I haven't seen this, nor the first movie, in a long time, so I just kind of thought, why not? Anyway, since there's a new SpongeBob movie out already, I just thought simply, why not? And I do kind of still enjoy this one quite a bit. That being said, though, I do think the first one, by far, is better in every way. That being said, though, I do still have a fun time with Sponge Out of Water. So, what I really liked about this movie is, like, within the first two acts of the movie, it still goes for the usual animation that you've seen in the TV show all the time. Like, it still goes with that animation. It doesn't go with the 3D animation until the third act of the movie, in particular, like whenever they're time traveling, they land on this beach, and that is pretty much when the 3D live animation in live action goes from there. And yes, as I said in the first movie in my review, where the first few seasons and the first movie kind of ended classic SpongeBob for good, which I do, and I think the creator Stephen Hillenburg himself said that it ended classic SpongeBob for good, and I completely understand. And I guess some of the later seasons afterwards do kind of still have the classic vibe, but then again, I've not seen the show in an extremely long time. That being said, though, this movie in some way does capture elements from the classic SpongeBob, which I love. And seeing all the characters team up, SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, and Plankton. You know, all those characters are potentially teaming up in the third act of the movie, where they are finally in the 3D animation format. And then a big scene in the movie is whenever SpongeBob and Patrick are close up to the screen going, ah! Like every time they're both at the close up on the screen, both SpongeBob and Patrick Star, like, they're going pretty much everywhere with a big smile on their face. Ah! Like, it's insane, and had everyone laughing. I remember back in the day I saw this. Like, it was just wild. And a big criticism I will say about Sponge Out of Water is that the pirate in the movie although he wasn't bad or anything, and he is the protagonist in the movie, which I didn't mind the protagonist aspect of. The way he was just telling the story, kind of took me out of the movie a little. But I'm just like, can we get back to the proper animation style for now? And then at times it kind of does come back again, and I'm just like, oh my god, really? But later on, all the in the third act, all the SpongeBob characters become in their superhero format, like as if they're in the Avengers. Like particularly whenever SpongeBob is wearing the suit with the blowing bubble stick, and bubbles are being blown out, particularly the cannonballs. Like, it's insane, to say the least. And to sum it up, it's definitely one of those SpongeBob movies that I think is probably more kiddish, family-friendly-ish than the first movie was. That being said, though, I would still watch this over and over again, even though I've not seen this in an extremely long time, probably even since the cinema. But honestly, it felt very nice and pretty much took me back to the kid show times. But overall, guys, SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water, although definitely not as good as the first film, but I still have a ball with this movie. I mean, I don't care what anyone says if they don't like it. I have a fun time with this movie. I mean, despite the majority of the pirate aspects not doing it for me, and maybe some other couple of other aspects could have improved, this is still a really fun time, and I'm going to give SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water a B+. There you go, guys. That is my review on SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think of this movie, and if you have any fond memories of SpongeBob in general, whether it's the first movie or this movie, let me know below in the comments if you like. And stay tuned for my review on the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run, which is going to be an interesting one for me because I myself have not seen that one. So I'm very curious to see where my opinion lands on that one when I get round to watching that one, which will be the third SpongeBob movie in this SpongeBob movie series. But as always, if you're new, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe if you like to comment. But more importantly, like and subscribe. That helps the channel going. And notify that bell before you leave. All of my social media links are in the description below. But if you're a returner, welcome back and hope you're enjoying my content so far. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.